Anyways, I just thought that was really interesting. Okay, next little thing we want to talk about before we get into some star stuff is that were three big RFAs that were still remaining, and two of them belonged to Vancouver, and now we can officially say that both of the RFAs from Vancouver are signed. Quinn Hughes signed for 6 years at $7.85 million, and then Elias Pettersson signed for 3 years at $7.35 million. So very close in the amount of money they're both being paid. It's a good payday for both. I honestly think that Hughes could have gotten a little bit more. So I think he definitely took a pay cut a little bit, especially based off of I would put him up there with importance of how important he is to the Vancouver Canucks, like how we view Heiskanen for the Stars.
Absolutely.
He's not necessarily up to that level defensively that Heiskanen is, but I think Hughes has a more offensive output right now, at least. Yeah. So I think that's a great. I mean, we talked and we make fun of Benning for the past couple years and everything, but so far this offseason, he's done pretty well, including these two contracts. These two contracts.
He did very good. The Pettersson one it's a good deal. 7 is a pretty team friendly. I mean, it's not amazing, but it's good. But the Hughes deal,
it seems like they met in the middle somewhere with Pettersson.
But the Hughes deal is amazing. I don't know how he worked that out, but
I was expecting 8.5.
I was expecting 8.5, and yeah, so that's a really good deal, I think, for Hughes, and that could be big for them if OEL works out, but it won't, so it doesn't really matter.
So you are so down on that.
It'll be a good contract to trade later on, I guess.
So I still think that Benning has done an okay job this offseason. But okay, all right, hold on, yes, Chris. Hold on. Can you at least mention or agree with me that this offseason for the Canucks was way better than previous offseasons?
Than last offseason? Sure.
Okay, because I know he got the really bad OEL deal, and the OEL contract is really bad considering how OEL plays now. He doesn't play up to a number one defenseman anymore. But he did offload, the Jay Beagle contract, which was really bad. The Antoine Roussel contract that was really bad. The Louis Eriksson contract that was really bad.
But those contracts aren't really bad. When they have 1 year left, they're really not that bad.
They're not. I understand what you're saying, but money-wise, it was bad. I mean, $6 million for Eriksson, who was a healthy scratch more than half the season last year. So, I understand that he probably should have kept it and just dealt with it for one more year, but he's trying to save his job, is what he's trying to do. So he did the right thing.
Whoa.
One, to make the Canucks.
Yeah, if he has to be good this year and that's it, which honestly is likely, then right. Yeah, I think he did all he could, but he could have very well also. Well, the more likely option is that he screwed the Canucks for the next 3 or 4 years.
And it is a bad contract. I will give you that, but I still think he did a decent job considering what he had.
He took the highest risk possible, but it has a very high reward too. I'll give him that. But I won't say he did objectively good.
And people keep pointing out the whole fact that he got the really bad OEL contract. But what about Connor Garland? Connor Garland is a very capable top 6 forward, and he kind of shown in I almost said Phoenix, but it's not Phoenix anymore. It's Arizona, whatever. In Arizona, and he did really well. And I think he got him signed to a contract, team-friendly contract. I think he makes like 4-5-ish around there. Connor Garland does, and you can pencil him in for 20 goals, especially if he's going to play with the top 6 that Vancouver has. Vancouver's top 6 is not bad at all. So I still think that he did a good job, but. Anyways, I was still really surprised at the amount of money that Hughes signed for. I was expecting way more, and I'm glad they got it done for Vancouver's sake. So, anyway, enough on Vancouver. Okay.